up, making sure everything is organized. I had to move some stuff around over here. How you doing tonight, Jay? Did you get any cookies? Did you find any cookies at Cookie Ladies? Gonna go through some comic books tonight. Gonna talk some horror. In fact, I'll start off with the horror. Um, I want to kind of plug. It's just shameless self plug here. Um, following the night or the Friday the 13th series there, and just want to let you guys know I actually write notes for this stuff, man. I go all out for it. I do as much as I can. I'm not saying they're the best reviews on YouTube, but I've had fun doing them, and I wish more people would check them out. Hashtag Sneaky Voorhees. What's up, Ryan? Welcome to the stream. You guys are free to post your links. This is kind of what I'm doing here. If you guys want to post your links and promote your channel, that's fine with me. I'm in a lot of different communities and a lot of different people, do stuff on here. So definitely free to check everybody out. No cookies, elbow deep in Don vodka. Sounds about right, Jay. But anyway, yeah, I've been doing the Friday the 13th reviews, so if you guys haven't checked those out, please do. I'll be doing part 7 tomorrow. We'll be talking about Kane Hodder because he was Jason in part 7. That was his first appearance as Jason, so we'll be talking about that this week. Well, Friday anyway. I won't be doing a live Friday, but I will be talking about some horror on Friday. Yep, Jay. Jay is a character, isn't he, guys? So anyway, yeah. I hope everybody's doing good tonight. How's everybody doing? I'm gonna give everybody a few minutes here to let the stream get going here. But this comic I have in the background, I pulled this one out, and it's kind of funny because I actually got that at a yard sale. The Thing in Black Goliath. I'm not sure if that's a first appearance or not. And I've got my Thing hologram card in there. Oh, wow. I need to put it in the new... I don't have a proper sized bag for that one. The bag's kind of messed up. But yeah, I got my Thing hologram in there with it. I'd like to do that. I'll put cards in with my comics just as a display kind of thing. So, I hope everybody's doing good tonight. Like I said, I'm just going to give it a few minutes here. We're just going to sit here and BS or whatever. I did grab it. I guess I can start off with a stack of comics over here. Like I said, I got the Thing one there, which I like that comic. Some of these are newer. Like I have some. Like I got my binders over here. I dug some of my binders out. So, but not all of these are vintage. But I do have some vintage mixed in there, like that one that I've got showing. I love this cover. I don't know how many Thor fans out. Shaw Racing Collects are doing a stream right now as well. If I was able to drop their link, I would, but yes. Yes, I do, Jay, of my thing. No, of the thing. Anyway, that's a nice Thor cover. I'm sure RJ from Shaw Racing Collects would love that. That's his PC. But that's a variant cover. I'm not really sure if it's worth anything, but I like it. It's a cool cover. Like I said, some of these are newer. Here's a double I got. I got 2 of this one. And that's Planet of the Symbiotes. So that would be one I would part with just because, like I said, I got 2 of them and I don't really need 2 of them. So it's kind of cool. Yep, I do, Jay. I absolutely do. Yeah, you should expect this by now from me. Pull these 2 down here. I get them too stacked up over here and everything will fall over, and I don't want that to happen. So, here is a now this is the Amazing Spider-Man. That's the first appearance of his new outfit, I guess. I don't know if I'm not quite a fan of that particular outfit for Spider-Man, but I have the comic book irregardless. Yes, awesome, awesome, and congratulations to Albert Pujols on 700. Also, congratulations on Aaron Judge for 61. Hopefully, we can have somebody that's not related to PEDs, get that because I do find that Aaron Judge is a great player. Just because I'm an Ohtani fan doesn't mean I root against Aaron Judge. I knew that he had a season like this in him, so I'm glad to see he finally reached that kind of potential. Because again, I seen he had it, but he just couldn't stay healthy until this season. So I'm glad to hear that. as a Cubbies fan. Well, the Cubs aren't going to the playoffs, Jay. You can write that one out. At least I don't think they are. I don't know what their record is right now, but anyway, for all you Star Wars buffs out here, I got a Star Wars High Republic. That's issue number 6. I don't know if I have the number 1. I have a few Star Wars comic books. I just like the cover on that. Maybe they got tickets. Hey, you never know. You never know, Jay. They might have gotten tickets. Oh, all right. So I'm gonna take these down. So I've shown these already. Digging through my binders. I have a Buster Brown comic. It's an old comic book, and it's buried in one of my plastic bins, and I didn't grab it. I have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. I got a bunch of mail going out, and stuff like that, payday stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna be kind of busy tomorrow. I don't know how I'm gonna find time to record a video. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But anyway, so yeah, I didn't really have time to dig through everything like I wanted to. I kind of went through some of my binders because I knew I had a couple Kenny Loftons in there, and I'm keeping all my Loftons in one binder now. I'm trying to get a little bit more organized with my collection as much as I can. So I went through about 6 or 7 binders to find 2 Kenny Lofton cards, but like I said, it's good to be organized. So here's one that it's kind of like I think of it as a Halloween kind of cover, but this is the vault of what the, you guys know what the now this was actually the Christmas issue of this comic book. I just like that it's got the old like the kind of the throwback cover. If I can grab this, I'll flip it over around and show you the other side. So like it's got covers. There's that side and then there's the other side. And it's also got 2 comics in it as well, I believe. So like you read through one, then you flip it around, and you read through the back of the other. So anyway, that's something I found to be kind of cool. Just sort of setting in one of my binders. I don't have it in a bag because it's got a bit of water damage at the top of it. So it's just a reader copy that I can check out at my leisure. Okay, flip through. I do have some Reign of the Superman comic books here that I didn't show with my main series ones, but I got Superboy and Supergirl. That's a really cool cover. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the whole Reign of the Superman thing. I guess I could explain it. Braves and Padres and Brewers and Phillies wild card. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I haven't really been keeping track of the playoffs thing for baseball, like with the whole hurricane thing. And I hope, by the way, I hope everybody down in Florida is safe. I know I've heard from a few of my friends down there, so at least I know they're alive anyway. So that's good. That was terrible though, to have a hurricane like that. Anyway, shit, knocking stuff down. There we go. All I did was pick it up. That's it. That's all I did was pick it up. And quantum physics took over and decided just to move everything around and reshuffle and organize how gravity works there. All right. That sounds cool though. Like it sounds like the playoffs are kind of rounding into form. I don't know how much I'll catch of it this October because I've got so much other stuff going on. But I'll try to at least get in on the World Series. I'm guessing I usually catch at least one game of the World Series every year. Guy Gardner. I'm a big Guy Gardner fan, and that's an awesome cover with The Last Son of Krypton and Guy Gardner fighting. I really, really like that one. You want the Padres to win? Hey, what's up, Angry Otter? How you doing tonight, brother? We're just going through some more of my comic books. Not all of these are vintage, but these are comics that I've got in my binders, and I didn't show the last time I did a stream like this, so I'm going through them, and then we're going to talk some horror movies, of course, and I know Angry Otter's into that, so definitely very cool stuff there. Why would you want the Padres to win, Jay? That's confusing to me. But anyway, so yeah, that's a really cool Guy Gardner cover. Like I said, I'm a Guy Gardner fan, so definitely like that cover. Here's another cover I like. I wish I had the rest in this series because I'm also a Lobo fan. I need to put this in a new bag. This bag is just chewed to heck. This is a good thing I'm doing this. This is why I go through them, guys, because that way I can find out what needs to be taken care of. Lobo, Death and Taxes. That's a really awesome cover. Lobo is one of my favorite DC villain characters, and I just love the cover. If you read the comic book, it's got gratuitous violence and stuff like that in it. It's a Lobo comic, so yep, exactly. Angry Otter. Can't stand Harper. The other two teams are the Cardinals and the Brewers. Like all the other teams in your, yep, yep. Angry Otter. Yep. I'm gonna be talking about horror. Talk about like I said. Been doing the reviews. Now that I got a few in here, I can show you guys. I don't know if you guys have been catching my Friday the 13th reviews, but I actually go through and take notes. I've actually reached out to a couple people because I mention them in the reviews I do. So I know a few people in the business, and I like Debbie Sue Voorhees. I reached out to her. She was a really cool lady. She emailed me back. Padres by default. Yep. Here's one you guys might like. I don't know. I thought it was really cool. It's kind of in rough condition, but it's an old comic. It's like these older ones I got at yard sales and stuff like that. By the way, Angry Otter Comics is this is the Black Goliath first appearance. I'm not sure if that's Black Goliath's first appearance or not, but I figured I'd ask Angry Otter. He might know that one. Angry Otter might know that one. Don't forget to drop a like on the streams and let YouTube know that, you know, us little guys over here on this side of the YouTube counts. So there's that. But yeah, Fantastic Four. That's an older one. I used to actually have that one hanging up on my wall, believe it or not. And I don't have any of the older comic books, bags and boards, so my bags and boards are kind of chewed up for those. You'd have to look it up. Okay, I just figured it'd be worth asking you. I don't know either, but I thought it was a really cool comic book, so I figured it would be something to throw in there. And these are some of my vintage ones. Like I said, I got a Buster Brown one somewhere buried deep within the depths of my plastic bins, and I just didn't have the time between getting mail ready and everything else I have to do. Well, hey, that dude, Mike. Hey, Storage Bandits. Yeah, you guys can drop your links if you want to. I think all you guys are pretty much know each other, but you know, maybe Angry Otter might like one of your guys' channel. I know Mike isn't doing content right now, but he's got several years worth of content to watch, so definitely check him out. Yep. Yep. This one is 106, but I like the cover. I think it's really cool. That's all those I picked up at the same. It was like a garage sale I went to, and I grabbed all those, and I grabbed a bunch of VHS tapes at that yard sale, but I don't have half of them anymore. The VHS tapes. Here's another one of my favorite series. Like I mentioned before, there's a couple of these. It was like an 8 or 9 or 10 part series, The Executioner Song. We'll be talking about that. I still have some of those in my other binders. But yeah, the whole Cable and Strife thing, I really got into that whole story. It was one of my favorite comic series growing up as a kid. So, yep, there's Storage Bandits. Check him out, guys. If you guys like watching people like buy storage units and stuff like that, that's a good channel to go to. Check out that dude Mike if you're not subscribed to him. He's not making content right at the moment, but he will be. And he's got several years worth of content on his channel. Angry Otter Comics, I don't know how often he uploads, but I've seen him do some claim sales and stuff, and he's just got some really cool stuff, and he's into horror, so of course we're going to get along. So anyway, if you guys want to promote your channel, drop your links. I encourage everybody to, you know, the way I look at it is this, guys. If you don't promote you don't promote yourself, like you'll only go as far on here as you promote yourself, and you know, so I try to encourage other people to do it. And I always, you know, I don't always have time to promote myself properly either. But when I do have the opportunity, I try to do so as much as I can. So I guess that's what I try to encourage other people to do as well. We'll be getting talking about the VHS horror tapes, Angry Otter. I'm going to get into that during the stream at some point. So just keep that in mind. I'll be talking about the vintage VHS. I got some stories to go along with that. So, anyway, here is a comic. I was actually given this comic, Secret Defenders, first issue. 90s comic. Got the foil cover. It's just something I keep in my binder. Pretty much. Just stuff like random stuff I pull out of my binders. And like I said, I had to go through all my binders today. I barely had time to do that, but I did find time to kind of sort through things a little bit here. And put some of these back away so that way I don't have a whole stack of comic books over here. Just give me a second here. Alright. Now, here's one that you might know, Angry Otter. I've never heard of this one before. Again, same yard sale I found the other ones at. I don't have a bag and board for it, unfortunately. There we go. There we go. Here, let's move some of this stuff off here. There we go. Little Iodine. I am not sure. Somebody wrote on it, which is a cardinal sin in my book. But Little Iodine. I'd never heard of Little Iodine before. Maybe Angry Otter can clue us in on what the heck that's all about. Yep, that is old school. I had a Woody Woodpecker one, and it was in rough shape too. And I ended up giving it away because it really wasn't worth much. And it went to some kids, and I figured they'd enjoy it, and they did. So, you know. All right, yeah, that's, yep. Jay Thompson, I don't think Jay makes content, but he watches a lot of people content. Jay, you should check out Storage Bandits. Like I said, he does like sometimes he's got. I know Jay collects coins, and I know that sometimes Storage Bandits gets coins. I seen him. He sold a bunch of coins not that long ago, and he had some good stuff in there, Jay. So definitely go check Storage Bandits out there. And we're just gonna stick some of these back in here. Try to keep up with things here. Whoa. Haha, I caught it. See, I don't have enough room on my tables. I really, really seriously, I am lacking room here. Screw that. My battery dies, it dies, guys. That's just what I'm going to have to say there. Sorry about that. Jimmy Hashio's comic strip in the 40s and 50s. Oh, okay. See, I did not know that. Learning new stuff here today. Anyway, I'm going to try to put some of these comics back in here so that way I got room. You guys, yeah, it's my table. I'm running out of room on this table seriously bad. And it's getting to a point where I'm going to have to move some stuff around here so I have room on my table. But anyway, we'll go to the next binder here. Here, I'll show you guys this one since this is an old school one. Like I said, sometimes if you don't have the old school bags and boards for these older ones, get creative with it. I found this little plastic thing and I thought, oh, I'll put this comic in there and there you go. I think actually the Buster Brown comic might be in this too, actually. I thought it was buried, but here, I'll see if I can find it in here. Hold on, guys. I'll put all my vintage comics in that because, like I said, I want to protect them. So I figured that's the best way to do it. There we go. Oops. Yeah, this one's falling apart. Some of the paper came off when I pulled it out, so you might breathe on it. But I think that's vintage 50s comic right there. So that's a cool one. Turns out, oh no. Dang, Mike. Nice. Oh, nice. Nice. Anyway, so here's the Buster Brown comic book, and I had to have, I think it was Jay that had to tell me. Now, these were like local promotions here. Like this was out of Stewart's Shoes of Oskaloosa, Iowa. So that they made these and they were kind of like promotional material. But yeah, Buster Brown. Again, it's kind of tore, it's kind of beat up, but it's an OG comic book, and I keep them around just because sentimental reasons, I guess. But yeah, that sucks to hear, Mike, about your car. That sucks. You might as well just go buy a new car. Yeah, at that point, you might as well buy a new car, Mike. Yeah, it is a shoe store comic, I think. It's for Stewart's for Shoes, south side of Square, Oskaloosa, Iowa. I'm sure. I've never really looked into it. I've never like looked up Stewart for Shoes. So I don't know if it's still a place over there or not. But yeah, they were like promotional material basically. And they're beat up. I didn't pay that much for them, you know, a few bucks or whatever. Yeah, they are. They are actually in fair shape. Like I said, I keep them in here. They're like falling apart on me though. I don't like that. So anyway, I'm gonna put these away. And then we can move along to the next binder here. Yeah, right. And that's the problem with like vehicles is they're constant maintenance, man. You're always sinking money into it generally. You might get lucky and get a good vehicle where you don't have as many problems, but for the most part, it's going to cost you a lot of money to have a vehicle that you have to license and you have to get insurance on, and the state can tell you where to drive, when to drive, how fast to drive, and if you disagree, they can throw you in jail up to an undetermined amount of time. Like you're buying a car and you don't even own the damn thing. To license something means you have to pay to in order to use the product that you bought, and I disagree with that. And they say, "Oh, Sam, it prevents accidents." Really? Has anybody looked into car accident statistics anytime in the recent future? Oh, cool, Angry Otter. I don't have Instagram, but my email is don't forget to save at gmail.com. So, like, yeah, 4,000 everything brand new. Well, I'm not saying buy a new car. I mean, get a used car. What I mean, get a different car is what I mean by new. New to you, not new as in new. You get what I mean, right? But yeah, I don't have IG, Angry Otter. I can't keep track of my like. I need a damn secretary just to run what I'm doing on here. I should pin my email. I should do that, but I'm not sure if I can do that on my tablet or not. I can. It gives me a thing for the chat here, but if I hit it, it's going to boot me right out of the stream, guys, and I don't want that to happen, so I'm not going to do that. My email is in underneath all the videos I do. If you ever want my email, it's underneath in the description of all my videos. Don't forget to save, same as my channel name, at gmail.com. I just can't run that many social networking sites. It's, it gets too much for me sometimes. So, but yeah, you can post my email in there, Jay, and I'll pin it for everybody if you would do that for me. I'd appreciate it. So here is more of the Executioner song. My cat got a hold of this one, tore the top of it. I used to keep my comics under the bed, and she would destroy them, so I had to move my comics, but that was in the old place. But anyway, that's the Executioner song addendum, Strike Files. And like I said, that was one of my favorite series growing up as a kid. I want to collect that whole run of that story arc. So if anybody has those, let me know. Yeah, and that's the thing, Storage Bandits. Like, I learned stuff about collectibles from guys on here too. So, like, that's why I like to be in multiple communities. So that way, if I ever run across something, I'll at least have somebody I can ask that might know about it or know somebody else that knows something about it. A lot of these guys on here, like Jay and Mike and stuff, like, if I was to run into something, I'm like, hey, have you ever seen this before? It is. It's good. Yeah, thanks, Jay. Hold on. Let's see if I can. Let me see if I can pin that. Hold on, Jay. I'm gonna try to pin that, but I don't know. Nope. Nope. It does not give me the option to pin that for some reason. But that's my email. If anybody ever wants to get a hold of me, thanks for posting that, Jay. I can't pin it, unfortunately. I like there. See, I'm on a tablet, and there's a lot of things that being on a tablet that you're limited and not able to do. Like one thing is screen capture on StreamYard. I don't have that option on my tablet, but if I go on my desktop, then I do. And that'll come in more handy here in October coming up. So we'll just work with it as it is for now. Right. Hey, what's up, Troy's? Cars, and comics too. Guys, drop links for your channels. You know, Angry Otter Comics, Storage Bandits, that dude Mike. Guys, check each other out, support each other. Drop this is for you guys to promote your channels, and I'm just background talking about stuff. So if you guys want to promote your channel, feel free to. There's not a lot of channels on YouTube that'll let you do that. Johnny from Return of the Cajun Reseller, he basically gave me the idea. Now, he does this every weekday, but I do it once a week because I stream every other Friday. So I figure the week I'm not streaming Friday, I can do a hangout with you guys on Thursdays. So, and let you guys promote your stuff. So that's the way I look at it. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Storage Bandits. Oh, that's cool. I know somebody here in town who had they were bicycles, but they were the Harley Davidson. They were actually branded as Harley Davidson and looked just like it, but it was a bicycle. And she had two of the damn things. I'm like, damn, that's cool. I'd never get one because, like, it wouldn't do me any good. But anyway. Oh, nice. Oh, five Jetsons vehicles. Those are cool, Jay. That's awesome. Oh, okay. I did not know that. And welcome, Neil. Thanks for the heads up on that. Yeah, I'm still kind of figuring out, like, I'm scared to touch anything while I've got a stream going because if I do, it'll boot me out. It'll straight kick me right out of my stream just by touching something. So, anyway, you need a BMX, Jay. Now, here's one, guys. It's kind of an oddball comic book, and I'd forgotten I even had the damn thing. But since we're here talking about comic books, there we go. This is what my this thing that it's in was. It came with my VHS cases. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But that is the Marvel Creators' Choice. Now, they gave these out at Pizza Hut, I do believe. It's got the Pizza Hut logo right there at the top. I don't remember where I got that at, but it's part two in a two-part series. I don't think those are worth anything. I just thought it was really cool. So, there's that. Yep, Harley Davidson and Cadillac. Those Harley Davidson ones were nice, but like, what would I use one for? You know. But don't be scared to drop your links, guys. You should be promoting your channels, even though Mike isn't doing content right now. He's got a whole backlog of 2 or 3 years worth of content. So, guys, go check each other out. Eddie Bauer bikes. I remember the bike that was the one that we was always wanting as kids, and that's the Mongoose bike. I remember those. I got stories about Mongoose bikes, guys, but I don't know if the statute of limitations has ran up on them, so I don't know if I want to tell them or not. It wouldn't be too bad of a crime anyway, but... Yeah, right, Angry Otter. I've never read that comic book. I've had this when I was going through my stuff, I found it, and I'm like, what the hell is this? But there it is, Here's another Ghost Rider comic. I know I showed my Ghost Rider comics last time, but I forgot I had this one. And that's What If Barbara Ketch had become Ghost Rider. It's a What If comic book. I think those are cool too. It's kind of like, a what if scenario. So that's really cool. Schwinn. I remember when I was writing somebody else's Schwinn when I was a kid, and I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the damn, they had those time and temperature signs outside of a bank, and it was like a little side street that ran across it. And I was on somebody else's antique Schwinn, and that damn truck hit me, and I went over it was like an extended cab truck, so I went over the entire bed of the truck from the front of the truck and hit my head off the back of the trailer. And, I was pretty well out of it after that. But yeah, yeah, Neil's comics. Yeah, drop your links, guys. You really don't have to drop your links. If anybody, if you got a wrench in here, just click on the person's name. It'll take you to their channel. Don't forget to leave a comment, like their video. Otherwise, YouTube, will take that subscriber away, man. So make sure you guys are doing that. Now, here's a couple of comic books that I've told you guys about, and I have shown them in videos before, but I'm going to show them since you guys are here. It's one of my favorite series growing up, and that is the Batman versus Predator. Now, that is actually signed. I don't know if it's on the back or not. I think it is. Yep. Signed by Arthur Soide, and he's actually still a comic book artist. And this was from, I'm guessing, Comic Con out in Sacramento, and date the 21st, first of June 2015. So these are the trade paperback kind of comics, and so I have the entire series. The ones in my first one's the newsstand, and the other two are signed. It's my favorite series when I was growing up as a kid. I read all three of those. So I say the first. They had several Batman versus Predators throughout the years, but I say the 1991 Dark Horse ones are by far the best ones and the most fun to read. So if you guys find those out and around, definitely pick them up if you haven't read them. Yeah, exactly, Angry Otter. And I think they should. I don't know if they still do what ifs or not. Um, I would like to know if they do, but I think they're cool. I don't even think I've read this Ghost Rider one, to be honest with you, but it sits there. Then, of course, in the back of here is my Kenny Lofton PC with all my comic books, but I don't want to show that right now. I'm still working on the Kenny Lofton PC. If you guys got any Kenny Lofton cards, let me know. I'm kind of trying to build that up a little bit. Here we go. I'm going to put some of these comics away here real quick. I'm running out of room on this desk, guys. It's getting really bad. I need to clean the clutter out here. I've been kind of working on that today. I took boxes out and garbage out and all that kind of fun stuff that you generally have to do. That's why I don't like to collect a whole lot of, and like I don't want a whole bunch of stuff because it's just so much work to take care of and make sure that everything's nice. So I try to take care of my stuff the best I can, despite appearances to the contrary when I'm streaming on here and dropping things. Okay, so oh, they stopped in the 90s. Well, that's a bummer. That's a buzzkill. Now, this is in my comics that I owned as a kid series, and I got this as a birthday gift, and I've had it. And again, it's not in a border bag. It's just one of those comics I just held on to. Like I said, I got it as a birthday gift, and that is Nova #1. I would like to find it in a non-destroyed condition, but it's a keepsake for me, and I have read it, so it's not like I have never read it. But Nova #1, I don't know if you guys like Nova or not. Right, exactly. Like moving. Okay, so moving is one of those things where you really evaluate what you really need versus what you just have. And I went through that with moving and being homeless and whatever. So like I'm lucky I still have the stuff I have, to be honest with you guys. Oh, is he? Oh, that's awesome. It's too bad this one's thrashed, but that's my fault. Okay, not gonna lie to you guys. Like I said, I got that when I was a kid, and you got to remember, in '91 we was well. I mean, yeah, there was a big thing, but with the death of Superman or whatever. But like, I was a kid. It was just something. I just it was something I could read, something for me to do. I didn't always have. I lived out in the middle of nowhere often, so like, it was good to have a comic book to read or something like that. But yeah, that's cool. I didn't know Nova was coming to the MCU. You guys are going to hate me on this one. And so here is an Amazing Spider-Man from '91, and as you can see, it has no cover to it. I don't even know why that's in my binder. I ought to, I deserve 50 lashes with a wet noodle for this. And again, I was a kid, and like I've carried these around with me throughout my childhood and adult life. Moved around a bunch of places, and things get destroyed. That's just how it goes. And I do have, this is a reader's copy. I actually took the poster out of it, and I had it in a picture frame because it's already thrashed. So again, I've had that one since when it was 1993 when it came out. I've actually had that for that long. So and I don't have the poster anymore. It was one of the things I lost when I moved out, but I do have that as a memento. And here is a comic that if you guys know where I can get the actual comic of, it would be great. This is X-Force Volume 1, Issue 18 from January 1993. It's the final chapter of Executioner's Song. Again, Sans cover. Uh, like I said, I've had it since I was, when it came out. But if I could find that in, relatively fine shape, I would definitely take it. Because, like I said, I want that whole run, and because I don't think I've read every comic in that run, but not even when I was a kid. But these are things that I look at, and it makes me think of childhood. That's why I keep them. So, anyway, that's the final stack of really of all my comic books that I have at hand. Well, actually, I can show you guys something else. Hold on, let me put these away, guys. Entertain yourselves, but not like that, Mike. You guys, and I know that Mike's probably got Pornhub running in the background right now, so. Here we go. Like half of these I shouldn't even put in a damn. I don't know what I would do with them. Donate them to some kids somewhere or something, just to give them something to read. They're just a bunch of readers' copies, like this last one is. But I'll show you guys something else cool. I used to have a metal Batman thermos cup, and I used to carry that damn thing everywhere, but that's one of the things I lost. But I'll show you guys this. This is really cool. Angry Otter might know what this is. This is basically it's a little book, and it's a re-release of. Show you on the back. 4 stories: Walk Batman to Your Doom, The Riddleless Robberies of the Riddler, Half an Evil, and Ghost of the Killer Skies. I think these are all the first appearances of like all the main enemies of Batman, like Two-Face and the Penguin and the Riddler and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of a cool book that I picked up. Definitely enjoy that one. I've kind of read through it, and it is vintage-ish. Let me see what year this was made. 71. So this is out of 71 here. Straighten that up there. So that's out of 71. I thought that was kind of a cool thing. Ooh, what is? Oh yeah, I was going to talk about horror. So, are you guys ready for October? I need to get some October hype going up in here. Like I said, I went through most of my comic books here for you guys, but I can show you some horror related things, I suppose, if you guys want me to. And I am going to put something in the background. I haven't gotten around to hanging stuff up yet, but I will at some point be hanging some over. I need to dig out my decorations and whatnot. Need to get some lights. There's my Freddy glove in the background there. Ooh. So that I've got. Okay, so I've got the original Friday the 13th, obviously, and this is actually. Hold on here. If you guys collect VHS, I know Angry Otter said something about VHS. Pick you up some of these, man. These things are a lifesaver, especially if it's like an older collectible kind of VHS tape. You can get these like 10 for $10 off of Amazon, and like I said, it'll save your bacon if you like to collect VHS tape. Actively collect them any one stream before or on videos, but that is Friday the 13th, and I don't know if you guys can see it. Scooch this in. Yep, it's signed Sam. All the best, Sean. So it's signed by Sean Cunningham. Now, when I sent that off to get it autographed, I guess he oh, I'm lagging. Did I start lagging? Can you guys hear me? Hello, hello. Anyway, okay, I'm good now. Okay, thanks, Angry Otter. It's good you guys need to let me know about that stuff because it didn't show up on my end that I was lagging. But anyway, so yeah, I got my Friday the 13th. That's signed by Sean Cunningham. I guess he tried to sign the cover. You can see right, show you right here. And look on the knife. It's got the SSC, Sean S. Cunningham on the knife, which I think it's really cool. Get us up here. Yep, see. So that's cool. It's in too, so like the red blood on the knife. So yeah, that's really cool. But like I said, if you guys get if you guys collect VHS, Angry Otter, I know you said you collect VHS, these little plastic containers. You can get them on Amazon for real cheap. I would recommend that if you like to collect, VHS tapes, which I don't really actively collect them anymore. It's kind of pointless for me where I can find all this stuff online. So anyway, just a pro tip there. I found them and I thought they were cool. They come, they actually have these plastic containers for games too. You can get them for like your old Super Nintendo games or whatever if they're boxed. No Magnus collects old Super Nintendo games and stuff. So, but yeah, here now I'm having trouble getting this son of a bitch back in there. There we go. Yep. All right. Stick this in the background. Now here's another one that I'm going to tell you guys about. I have kind of a better story on this one. Like, and these are kind of a story about these VHS tapes, these horror ones that I have. Um, so when I was, you gotta imagine the time I found these at. Everybody was in Blu-rays and everything's 4K and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of people would say, Sam, why the hell are you going around buying VHS tapes? And I kind of, these things like this one here, the Jason Goes to Hell. If you just find this regular one, now they made two of these for Blockbuster, and there's like two different versions of them, and this is the unrated director's cut. I've looked this up on eBay, and I don't know if the price has changed or not. And yes, I know you can buy stuff from Amazon. I tend to shy away from it because so much stuff that we order from Amazon comes in damaged. Like, I'd rather pay more for it and not get it damaged. That's just my opinion on Amazon. But anyway, if you look this up on eBay, just this tape alone, not signed, goes for $80 because it was like a promotional thing. They made several versions of the same movie. So anyway, this one has been sent across country twice. Once to get Sean's autograph on it, and then shout out to Adam Marcus, which I'll bring up at some point this October, I'm sure. And he signed it as well. So Sean was the producer, and of course, this was Adam Marcus's directing debut. So it's signed by everybody but Kane Hodder, and that'll be a different situation. Yeah, it is. Like, I don't go for the new sealed stuff. I don't even watch these. Like, I don't even have a VCR. I used to have two VCRs. I don't even have one anymore. So for me to buy a VHS, I just keep these around because they're signed. Basically, I've got a box full of VHS. If anybody's interested, I mailing it out would be a bitch, but I do still have a box full of VHS tapes. Maybe someday, one of these Thursday streams, I'll go through them. But anyway, going back to the story, I really didn't think that Adam would actually sign this, but he decided to tell me that he would, and so I sent it off to out in California. I've sent it out to California twice and had it come back twice. And like I said, it goes for like $80 on eBay, which is ridiculous. But you guys got to understand these horror movies, like, they've got a cult following, and so, like, when, just like cards or anything else, like, when something's desired, people will pay more money for them. And I felt guilty when I bought these at 10, $15 a piece. I'm like, well, what am I doing? Uh, but in the long term, I turned something in, I turned, what I felt I overpaid for at the time. And because again, I never thought that they'd go for $80 on eBay, and I turned it into something. So, that's another thing that, stress about the VHS tapes. Get them cheap and try to turn them into something. If you meet if you run into one of your favorite celebrities, you can get them to sign one of these things. I'd say go for it. Guys in card community do TTMs. It's the same thing with VHS tapes. So that's just kind of my advice on it. Not just my thoughts and advice. So I don't know if Angry Otter's got something on that or not. But yeah, so that's kind of my story on that. Um, Here, I'll even show you guys this. Um, like I said, I'm going to be talking about. I'm trying to be careful what I talk about. I don't want to spoil anything going on in October quite yet. But um, I'll show you guys my favorite Christmas movie now. Used to be A Christmas Story. It still is up there. But Secret Santa. If you guys haven't seen Secret Santa, I would definitely advise you get it. This one's actually signed by Adam Marcus. You cannot get this on Blu-ray. You can't go to Walmart and pick it up. There's a link for it. If you guys type in Secret Santa, and I know there's another Secret Santa, that's not this one. This one's, I can't remember when it was made. Hold on. Skeleton Crew production 2018. So this came out in 2018. So if you type it in and search for it, it's the 2018 Secret Santa that you guys want to get, not the other one. Yep. Yes, Angry Otter. Exactly. Go to a Comic Con. Though I I've seen some things in Comic Con that make me kind of question things. So I don't know if I would personally do it. Like you got to pay. First of all, you got to pay a lot of money for autographs at Comic Con, and to me, unless it's something I really, really want to get signed by somebody, I probably won't do it. But and it's not just the price; it's the walking around. I deal with chronic pain, so me walking around Comic Con all damn day is just going to make me feel miserable, and I don't want to go there and meet somebody that I want to meet and feel miserable, like in pain and stuff. So that's just my take on that. You guys are free to do whatever you want with your money. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying what works for me. TTM's better. Just keep your envelopes. I do have envelopes for everything except for Sean's, and that's because when I moved, I lost the envelopes. I have dug through every single item I own, and I have not found Sean's envelopes. But I can guarantee you that those are signed by Sean Cunningham. So, and not that I'm going to sell them or anything, or that it matters, but I'm just saying for the sake of argument, I do have all the envelopes. I have the envelopes for Kane Hodder's autograph and everything. So if he ever tries to deny that he put an $80 autograph into a manila envelope, and here's the thing about that, going back to the Kane Hodder thing, $80 for an autograph is a lot of money for me. And you know what? I'm cool with him charging whatever he feels his autograph is worth. That's on his call to make. But if you're going to charge $80 for an autograph, please put it in something. Go get some, take some cardboard, take a pair of scissors, cut that up, put it in a damn bubble mailer, and ship it off. At least try to protect it. If it gets damaged, it gets damaged. But he put it in a thin, like if I'd have dropped a pencil, a sharpened pencil, on this manila envelope, it would have ruined the entire autograph. And so, that was my whole thing back and forth with Kane Hodder. Hey, what's up, Naomi? Yep, I've started. We've been going for 47 minutes, Naomi, but thanks for coming to the stream, though. Comic Con and Dean Cain. Oh, yeah, you will, Angry Otter. I'd love to hear that story. I would. I would. Dean Cain, a.k.a. Superman. That's really cool. But yeah, going to the Kane Hodder thing, that was my whole problem with Kane Hodder. Now, had he done that, had it been some kid that, and a lot of things can go wrong when you mail a package, guys. Any of you guys on here that are in here right now know what I'm saying is true. Even if you package it correctly, and I make it so, like, if a nuclear bomb goes off, I don't want it to destroy it. But sometimes things happen, and that's understandable. But a manila envelope for an $80 autograph. And the thing is, you can get a bubble mailer probably cheaper than you would, you'd save money getting a bubble mailer and just get some pieces of cardboard, throw it in, just make an effort. I'm not asking you to package it all fancy or anything, just make an effort to protect it a little bit. And, and I wasn't even asking Kane for a refund. It was just like, hey, man, don't do this to somebody else. Because if it had been to some kid with cancer and it somehow got destroyed in the mail, now we're having a different argument. Now it's not just an asshole collecting it, and he sells these as collectibles, by the way. Kane Hodder sells his autograph as a collectible. Now, I've went to his website. You know what? He has no email to contact him at. He has no way of contacting him if something goes wrong. I want to be upfront, transparent about that. Because if you buy from Kane Hodder, it's caveat emptor, buyer beware. Okay? Because I don't feel like he really gives too much of a shit. And I'm sorry to say that. I don't know who runs. I've had people say, damn, you don't know how Kane runs his business. Well, I don't need to. I seen how he sent an $80 autograph to me. It got crammed in. That guys, it just got shoved into my mailbox. And man, I'm still upset about that. But anyway, we'll be talking. Yeah, definitely check out Storage Bench. Well, tell you what, guys. The thing with Kane Hodder is I've been watching the Friday the 13th series as I've been viewing them, and there was a story that somebody told about, or it was Kane himself actually, told the story about on part 7, they called him Stinky Voorhees. So, guys, give me a hashtag Stinky Voorhees if dare at the end of my Friday the 13th reviews. Let's see, I got part 7 and part 8. I'm only doing the ones I own, so no Jason X, no remake. I might review those in October though. But if you guys want to see me roast Kane Hodder, give me a hashtag Stinky Voorhees in chat. Let me know. I've already got some jokes written down. It'll go great. If you guys want to see me roast Kane Hodder, just give me a hashtag Stinky Voorhees in the chat. That's Voorhees with 2 O's, not one. Oh, cool. Yeah, Naomi does poetry and stuff like that. She's got a really cool channel over there. Uh, she's got way better production on her stuff than I do over here, guys. I'm just, again, an asshole that likes to collect stuff. Much like most of you. At least we're honest about it, though. See, that's the thing. Hashtag Stinky Voorhees. Jay wants to see me. You guys want to see me roast Kane? Let me know. I will put a roast, but I'll do it at the end of, like, say, Jason Goes to Hell would be my last review for the Friday the 13th series until October, which I probably won't finish the Friday the 13th series till October, but guys get what I mean. Stinky that dude Mike. Yeah. Yep. Neil's Comics already subbed. All right, guys. I'm glad to see you guys are subbing each other up. That's good to see. Now, off the topic of Kane Hodder, because I could go on about that all day. Uh, I do want to roast him just for fun. And here's the thing, guys. I will say I respect what Kane did in the business, but I'll leave it there. I don't hate the guy. I want him to do better for him. I'm not saying it because I feel he slighted me as much as like he's slighting himself. So, I'm going on what standards he has because like as a stuntman, I got a ton of respect for what Kane did. Like I'm not gonna lie to you guys. He lighting yourself on fire. There's a fine line between bravery and stupidity, and I think Kane, when he was doing that kind of stuff, he kind of skirted that line. But I don't hate the guy. It's out of a place of care that I kind of say these things. No, it comes out of a place of love, Angry Otter. It does. Like I have respect for what Kane. It's not like I hate the guy or want ill to happen to him or no, it's nothing like that. I look at this as a hobby, and I have fun doing what I do. And if roasting Kane entertains you guys, I'll do that. And if he ever wants to come on and confront me about anything I've said, I've issued him an open invitation. Nobody here is going to attack him. It'll just be me and him talking. And you guys, I'm not saying you guys can't say anything, but if he wants to have a conversation with me, he can do so. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of Kane, so it's good. But yeah, celebrities are people too, and I don't know who he's got running his social media or his website or whatever it is. I don't know. All I know is my experience as a customer. If you're going to sell something that's collectible, please package it well. Like that's all I'm asking for here. So anyway, I feel that's fair. And again, Angry Otter is a reseller. I mean, you can speak to that, but at least I'm sure. Anyway, so moving along, here's another guy I know, Mark Patton. Now he played Jesse Walsh in Friday the 13th Part Two, and a lot of people call that the gayest, Friday Nightmare on Elm Street movie, or a horror movie in general of the 1980s. Now Mark Patton is an openly gay actor, and it's kind of funny because you always think of okay he's gay so that means he's a pushover. Guys, do not try it. Just don't. Like that's one guy I won't try to roast right there. I have seen. I watched guys who were giving him a hard time once, and they was trying to get his autograph. Oh man, like cold blooded. And I don't blame him for what he did. Don't get me wrong. He's a great guy. I'm not speaking ill of him at all. Trust me. Again, Mark Patton ever wants to come on and have a conversation, he's welcome on the channel. He's cool with me. So it was yes, and Mark, let's talk about it. So what this is I'll flip around it. Probably give you context. You guys know what I'm. Angry Otter knows what I'm talking about. This is actually the soundtrack for Scream Queen. It's a documentary that he made about the Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. And you know what? They did him dirty. Whoever wrote that script did Mark dirty. And basically, he's in a way he was kind of blacklisted from Hollywood. He was a hell of a talented actor too. Like I really, really liked the character in Nightmare that Mark Patton played, Jesse Walsh. It's a tragedy. We lost such a good, so many years of a good actor over politics in Hollywood, basically. But anyway, Mark Patton, awesome guy. Yeah, I should have got it. Hey, what's up, B Phil? Yep, later, storage bandits. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, I should get him to autograph my dress. Like I should send him. Actually, Jay, I should send him that stream we was in dresses. I feel like Mark would appreciate that because, like, if I didn't know Mark and understand him, like I probably wouldn't have been as apt to do a stream in a dress. But I don't give a shit. And you guys can go back and watch that and roast us all you want. I encourage you guys to. We encouraged everybody in chat to roast us. We didn't shy away from Ask Jay. He's in chat. He was there. So no, I'm not saying he didn't have a great life, but I'm just saying that like I wish we like he didn't like he left. He chose to leave. Like don't get me wrong, but like I just feel like he was a great actor, and I wish he would have been in more. I wish we'd have seen him in more stuff. Is what I'm trying to say, Angry Otter. Maybe that does that make more sense? Is that more on point from making sense there? I was there. Yep, Jay was there, man. We offered people to roast us, so I'm not saying everybody on YouTube has to do that, but I'm saying I'm secure in my masculinity enough to the point where if I wear a dress and you roast me for it, I'm gonna laugh with you. And we did. We even had Jeff Shaw come on and was like, "Hey, come on and roast us, man." And so that's what he did. So it was a good time. Yeah, he did, Angry Otter. He did, and he's a great guy. I'm not saying anything bad about Mark Patton at all. Um, like I said, I got mucho respect for the guy, and we used to joke around with him because, like in Nightmare on Elm Street Part Two, like he'd always post scenes up there or stuff we didn't notice, like things you wouldn't notice when you watch the movie, like in the background and stuff, and he'd post about those. But like the part where him and what's his name, Grady played Grady. They got into it on the baseball field, and he pulls Mark Patton's pants down. So we used to joke with Mark Patton and say, "Oh yeah, we've seen your bare ass." But anyway, it was all in fun. We just razz him or whatever. We rocked that shit, Naomi. We rocked those dresses. Like guys, if you go back and watch Jay, you guys might get a weird boner from Jay's dress. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We had fun. We had fun, guys. Oh, what else horror related can we talk about here? I don't know if you guys want me to review the Nightmare on Elm Street series. It has taken me, and like I said, I write notes on this stuff. I do research on this stuff, so it takes me time. And I'm wondering if I'm going to have enough time to cover all eight Nightmare on Elm Streets. I do own the remake, so I could review that as well, but that means I'd have to watch the goddamn thing again, which I don't know if I want to do. Okay, well then Angry Otter gets it. Yeah, Jay rocks anything. You're right about that, Jay. But yes, Angry Otter. Okay, so as soon as I finish the Friday the 13th series, I guess I'll start on the Nightmare on Elm Street series. Here, I guess I can show you guys. I can talk to some more about horror. We'll stay on the Nightmare on Elm Street theme here. But yeah, definitely one. And he's got great penmanship. That's one other thing I wanted to mention about Mark Patton. Great penmanship. And the musician of the soundtrack, Alexander R. Taylor. If you look him up on YouTube, he does horror music, and it's really good. So you guys got to go check him out too. I would drop his link, but if somebody else wants to do so, I'll let you guys. You all got wrenches in here, so you guys can drop links like that or whatever if you want. Okay, here I'll show you guys this one here. I don't know if this might fall over if I try to set it up here, but I'll give it my best shot here. All right, so this is Hollywood Monster. I don't know if any of you guys have ever read this book or not. This is an amazing book, guys. I need to read this again. Dreamcatchers. Yep. Yep. Dream Warriors. You mean, Neil? Are you talking about Dream Warriors? If you're talking about Dream Warriors, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Jay, that was great. That was great. But anyway, Hollywood Monster. It's kind of like a biography of Robert England. And before anybody asks, of course it's signed, and of course it says it's got his. My favorite Robert England line as Freddy is "Welcome to the Primetime, Bitch." I got that back in 2015, and I also got my other two, like there were promotional cards that came with it, and he signed those two, and those are hanging up in my game room, so I'm not going to stand up and go in there and get it right now. But at some point in October, I will definitely show it to you guys. But yeah, Robert England, definitely yeah, that's it. Dream Warriors. Yep, Dream Warriors was awesome, man. Like Dream Warriors was one of the best in the series. Yep, that's where it was signed at Comic Con in Des Moines, 2015. And one of the things about this book and the signature is that it's got the little character, is sketch of himself. He doesn't always do that on everything he signs, so that's kind of a unique thing. He does sometimes do it, but it's not as common as some of his other stuff. So, but yeah, that was signed in Des Moines in 2015. And again, I don't have. I used to have the photo of the because somebody else got it for me, and I don't have the photo of him signing it. But that's okay. Like I said, it's dated, and you can go and check. At some point, I might get that authenticated. But I wouldn't show you guys anything that was fake. I wouldn't come up here and fake his autograph or anything like that. I have nothing to gain. I'm not monetized. Like that's the thing, guys. And I know that it might rub some people the wrong way, but if I see a channel and they're monetized and they tell me something, I'm going to question it because monetization is incentive to do some shady stuff on YouTube. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to point any fingers at any channel in particular, but I'm just saying in general, that's my general rule of thumb with that. But anyway, I have no reason to show you guys fake autographs or anything like that because I'm not trying to sell them. These are things I'd like to keep. And so, yeah, it's just something I do for fun. Ooh, we got more horror stuff here. I guess I'll show you guys this here. Here's what I'll be reviewing. I guess my box set of the Nightmare on Elm Street collection. So, that'll be what I'll be reviewing in October. I mean, it's not easy to review. Like I said, I'm writing notes down and stuff because like I can't remember all that stuff, so I have to write notes down. I try to keep it to mainly stuff that I find to be notable. Like I ain't gonna give you every single Easter egg in every movie and all that kind of stuff because if you want to find that on YouTube, you can find it. I'm just remembering these movies as I watched them when I was growing up, and so that's kind of when I do a review. It's more like a mini review, right? It's just a kind of a consolidated take of the plot, the characters, year it was released, stuff like that. That to get people interested. I think these old movies, I want people to continue to watch them because the longer you watch them, the more relevant they stay. And I think that's important. It's part of what the hobby is about, in my opinion, anyway. So, but I will say, coming up in October, I do have some horror themed stuff planned. I hope you guys definitely check that out. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a ride. Like last October, the Friday the 13th lawsuit ended, and I'm sure Angry Otter Comics knows about the lawsuit. And man, that was crazy. Just that live stream was nuts. I remember that, and it kind of came out of nowhere, so it's like caught me off guard, and yeah, put me in a hole I had to dig out of for the rest of the month of October, basically. Let's hope that doesn't nothing like that happens again this year. Um, because I don't know if I can handle it this year. But anyway, um, yeah. So that'll be what I review. And I don't know. I think this has like special features or like bonus features and all that kind of stuff on it. So I'll be able to like kind of give you guys some of the like I find stuff that's notable. But yeah, it's got all eight and Freddy versus Jason. I'm trying to figure out when I'm going to review Freddy versus Jason. If I should do it at the end of both series, like towards the end of October, and just review Freddy versus Jason then. Abigail won't like that, but I might do it that way. So that way I cover both series, and then the Freddy versus Jason review might make more sense. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. Jay, as to what you said about your dress, I think you could make some good money on Seventh Avenue if you wore that. I'm just saying. Just saying. But anyway, I gotta put some of this stuff up over here. Actually, I forgot to say about this soundtrack. I actually have the soundtrack that with this the CD. It's still in the shrink wrap, and I think there was only like 500 of them made, so like it's a limited release kind of thing. I need to get the movie. I need to buy the movie Scream Queen. First male Scream Queen, anyway. You guys fall asleep on me over there? Did I ramble on too long for you guys? 'Cause I could talk about horror movies all damn day. I can do this shit all day. It doesn't bother me at all. So did we get enough hashtag Stinky Voorhees over here? We don't discuss 2010. It never happened. Yeah, yeah. That's kind of how I feel. But yeah, did I lag again? Am I lagging again, guys? Hopefully my internet didn't drop on me again here. I figure I do this stream every other Thursday. My Friday after darks or every other Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. My Thursday streams when I'm not doing my Friday streams are at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So no matter what happens any given week, I will be doing a live stream. At least that's my goal anyway. Now, I might not always meet that goal, but I'll make an effort to, and that's what matters. But there might be times where, like, coming up where I might have to miss a few of these because of doctor appointments and whatnot. And that I don't want to get all into the medical stuff. That just I don't want to bum any of you guys out or whatever. So I won't go into all that. But yeah, there might be one or two where I miss a day or two. Like I didn't wake up in time for Johnny's stream today, and I always feel bad when I don't wake up. I'm like, damn it, I missed Johnny's stream again today. Because like I said, I feel it's important to get yourself out there if you're a content creator, and Johnny's channel is a great way of doing that. So I try to make an appearance there at least once a day. I know he does several streams a day sometimes, and it's just I'm usually up during the day doing stuff or taking care of stuff, and I don't always get a chance to go to like his bingo stuff. And you definitely should go check him out if you're not sub to him. Again, I would drop his link, but like I might just drop a bunch of links of this under the stream when I upload it or whatever. That might be what I do there. But I guess we've been going for about an hour now, guys. If you guys want to promote your channel, drop your link in chat or what have you. I'll give you guys a chance to do that. So that way, anybody, because like a lot of people that watch my streams, they'll watch the restream. So like if they don't, just because not very many people might be in here right now, people are going to see it later on. So definitely want to be on top of that. Like I have that happen a lot, where like sometimes I'll have a slow stream, but like I get a bunch of people that watch the replay, and so don't you got to take everything into account on YouTube sometimes. And I'm still learning, I'm still learning about the YouTube kind of stuff, so it's just kind of a fun thing for me to work on. I'm not really worried about ever become monetized or how many watch hours I have or whatever. I just like hanging out with you guys, so that's my thing with it. And if I make some money, that's great, but that's not my main goal. You know, I'm not going to say it wouldn't be nice to get paid for YouTube, but at the same time, I don't want to rely on it, you know? So that's just my take on it. Everybody else is free to run their channels however they feel. I'm just giving you guys my opinion. But yeah, like I said, I've been going for about an hour and 10 minutes now. So if you guys have done promoted everything you wanted to do, I think I might just call it a stream. I do appreciate everybody for showing up. Like I said, I'll be talking more horror in October. I don't want to go into too much now because I don't want to spoil things. I don't want to jinx it and spoil it. So we'll end it there. And like I said, go check out my Friday the 13th reviews if you guys haven't. That'd be greatly appreciated. I put a fair bit of work into those. So with all that said, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and have a great weekend. And like I said, I'll be back at it in October. We'll be doing Nightmare on Elm Street, I guess, and possibly roasting Kane Hodder. I don't know. But until next time, guys, love your hobby and it will love you back. Peace.